Let's go first. Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Patrick, what was it about tonight's game, other than opportunity, because Tyreek didn't play a lot, that allowed McCole Hardman to have such a big game? And Brad, I'll have a second question as well.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of had with Tyreek kind of not being able to play as much as we expected, McCole stepped in that position and made plays happen. And he's made plays happen, all season long. He might not have the big numbers as far as stats on the whole entire season, but in big moments, he makes a lot of big plays. And he has all the talent in the world, and we'll need that going forward into the playoffs.
And you guys can still be the number one seed. You need a pretty big upset tomorrow, but still there's that possibility. What kind of prize would that be if you guys can wind up as that number one seed and get that first round bye?
Yeah, I think to me, it's more of when you get a first round bye, it's more of a win. Because you're going past another round in the playoffs, which are never easy, but it is what it is. We're ready to go wherever, against whoever. We just go in with the mindset of we're going to have to play each and every week to try to have a chance to get back to that Super Bowl.
Let's go next to Todd Palmer. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Patrick. Two questions. One, can you just describe the emotional swing on the sideline of that Nick Bolton touchdown with Denver going in and then to completely flip it? And then I also was curious, what's your plan? Are you going to watch the Texans-Titans game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll watch all the games. I'm a fan of football just in general, but obviously I'll have that game on the TV and be checking that one out. But I'll have other games as well because we have a couple of opponents that we possibly could be playing, so I'll try to look at a little bit of that to see what they're doing. Because they're big games for them as well. And then that was a big play. That was a big play by a big time player. And Nick, and then Melvin making a heck of a play to force that thing loose. And so I said earlier, but that's why we brought Melvin over here. To make plays like that. And he made a big play for us. Nick picked it up. He almost went down, but he got away to the end zone.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Patrick, stemming from some of the bye talk, this is still a 12-win season, but I heard your initial interview after the game, and you're just kind of saying we still can play better. How do you marry that in the sense, we are maybe an upset over, from getting a bye week, but look, this isn't the level of football that we feel we can play.
Yeah, I just feel like we haven't had that complete game yet. Offense, defense, special teams. And we have the players. You see week in and week out, you see the defense have a great game. You see the offense have a great game. You see special teams have a great game. And I think when we all come together and have that game or the run of games, that we're a team that we can win as much as we want to win. And so we're going into the playoffs, into a tough division, AFC. It's going to be tough games every week that we play, and we're going to have to find a way to play our best football at the right time of the season.
Got four more. We'll go right down the line, starting with Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Patrick, another question on McCole. Obviously, you guys didn't know till late in the preparation that he was going to get that many snaps today. It looked like a lot of that was going to go to Tyreek Hill. What's the adjustment for you first as a quarterback when the receiver changes? And then secondly, I'm sure you can appreciate the adjustment for McCole as well, stepping in that late.
Yeah, first off, as far as receiver changes, no one is Tyreek. He's a special player that has never been seen in this league. But McCole is pretty close. He has a lot of the speed. He has a lot of the shiftiness and stuff like that. And, he comes to work every single day. Obviously, I'm sure he's wanted to get more stats and all that different type of stuff, but he's prepared for this moment. And I think you saw that today as he stepped right in that moment. He knew all the plays that Tyreek had kind of were called for him. He made plays happen when we called his number. So, he's a guy that, he's battled through adversity in his career, but at the end of the day, he's made big plays for us every single year, every single game.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Patrick, I have two questions for you. The first is, this is now 13 wins on the road against the division. Just what is your thoughts on that accomplishment? And I guess what's the best part of winning division road games? And Brad will have a follow-up.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until they started tweeting it out all the time. We focus a lot on division games. Our first goal is always the AFC West. And in order to win it, you get to win games on the road. And there's a lot of hostile environments, especially Mile High. It's a great environment for football, and they're loud. They were loud today. And so we just go in with the mindset of just trying to play a complete game and try to find a way to win the game at the end of the game. And we did that today, and we've done that in my career. And it's always good to see some Chiefs fans out here at all those games.
And secondly, I know you've given praise to Brett for the offseason that you guys previously had, but you only played once in your rookie season. Everybody knows that. But just what are your thoughts on the rookie class in a 17-game season? sort of getting through it the way they have guys like Trey, Creed, and obviously what Nick did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he brought in a lot of great players. I mean, the guys that have contributed to this team, battled through a long season, straight out of college, straight out of the combine training, all that different type of stuff. And they're going to be a big impact for us in the playoffs. And they've gotten better and better each and every week. They have the right mindset, which is big when you have a young guy like that. They come into work every single day with the thought to get better. And to have that maturity at such a young age, it's special.
Last two, we'll go Mike and then Bahe. Go ahead, Mike.
Yes, Patrick. I'm from Denver. I was just wondering, were you surprised, given the Broncos had no playoff implications, that they played as hard as they did? And then secondly, with all their secondary guys hurt, what did Vic do to compensate? How did he attack you today?
I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I could have told you at the beginning of the week. I mean, that this team, their culture that they have of playing football is they play hard every single snap, no matter what the situation is. And Coach Fangio does a great job of getting those guys ready to go. And I mean, in my career, I mean, he's been one of the toughest guys I've went up against. I mean, he does a lot of great things. That's why you see all his disciples all around the league. I mean, they did a lot of different shells and mixed coverages, brought a couple blitzes here and there. And I mean, that's what he does. He keeps you on your toes. He doesn't stay in one coverage. He does whatever he thinks is best for his team and whoever's out there.